Greetings and welcome everyone to my newest guitar lesson. Today we're going to be talking about lead guitar in the key of E, both major and minor. We're going to talk about phrasing, note selection, and how you can use the modes to color your sound. Alright, so we'll be starting in the key of E minor on a 12th fret position. The first scale we're going to be looking at is the E minor pentatonic scale. Let's just begin. It's going to start on the 12th fret of the E string. Now descending. Pretty familiar and usable shape. I'll include a tab so you can follow along. So this first lick is in our E minor pentatonic position, and this lick is all about establishing a theme, repeating a couple phrases, and resolving it at the end. So we're going to start with a kind of familiar picking pattern on the 15th fret of the B string. Next note is 12th fret B. Then we've got 14th fret G string. Back to our 12th fret B. And then you've got 14, 12 on the G string. Then a double stop on the 12th fret of our G and B string, resolving it on the 14th fret of our D string. So here's that first part of the phrase. You're going to go right back to the double stop. And then you're going to go 14, 12 on the D string, resolving on the 14th fret A. Then you're going to do that phrase one more time, resolving it with 12, 14 on our D string. Here's that second part. So we introduce our theme here and resolve it on the second pass. All together slowly. So now let's look at adding some Durian notes to our E minor pentatonic scale. Here's the position and scale shape that we're going to be using. We're starting on the 12th fret position, going up to the 15th again, repeating the same pattern as our normal pentatonic scale. Here's our Durian note. It's the 11th fret of the D string. We're going to carry on with our pentatonic scale as usual. Adding another Durian note here. So now let's look at using a lick that's going to incorporate these Durian accent notes, and we'll show how it's going to add color and still help us achieve a theme and accomplish that. This lick starts with a hammer-on from our 14th fret B string to our 15th fret. So immediately we're highlighting this note here, which gives it our Durian characteristic. and we're going to launch into the 14th fret of the high E. Then we're going to hammer off of our 15th fret B to our 14th, slide it down to the 12th fret. The achievement that we want to get through this is make it sound kind of like a slur. Here's that move a little slow. We're going to end that phrase with the 15th fret E to the 12th fret E. We're going to repeat the first part of that phrase again. And then we're going to do a half step bend on our 14th fret G string. Bring it back down. 12th fret G. 14th fret D. Use the lick all together slowly. And a little faster. I want you to think about including some of the parts from our first lick into this one, kind of like this. Now we'll be moving on to the major tonalities in this video. We're going to start with a basic E major scale. Here it is slowly, and I'll include a tab to follow along. So our first lick kind of has a Jerry Garcia inspiration on it. This move right here, directly stolen from him, just a disclaimer. So here's the first portion of the lick. It starts on the 7th fret of our A string. It's going to back off to the 6th fret, and then go back to the 7th. Then you're going to go 6th fret D, in the same kind of pattern, to the 9th fret, and back to the 6th. That's going to sound like this. You're going to move it up to the D string, the same exact fretting. It's kind of an easy pattern to follow. It can easily lead you into your next phrase. So here it is. Then we're going 8th fret G, 4th fret, 6th fret D. I like to slide into that note. So this lick is all about kind of launching into one meaningful phrase. You can replace that ending phrase with whatever notes you like, as long as it resolves very nicely. Cool. So now we'll be looking at a lick in the key of E Lydian, so let's just go over the scale first. Starting on the 7th fret again. this lick features a kind of similar ideology to it, as it utilizes selective picking, and it's kind of showing you how you can do like a 2-note per string thing or a 3-note per string thing to navigate a scale and make it sound a little more interesting and less like a scale run. So we're going to start on our 7th fret of our A string. We're going to back it off to the 6th fret, but this time we're only doing two notes per string. So it's going to sound like this. That's the 9th fret D to the 8th fret, highlighting that Lydian note right out the gate. Then we're going 8th fret G string to the 6th. Then 7th fret B, 5th fret, resolving on the 4th fret G. So nice to slide into that one as well. Here's that like slowly. Here's it fast. Good. I just want to thank everybody for watching this lesson, and I hope that you absorbed some of the concepts I was trying to get across. I think it'd be really fun to mix up all 4 of these scales together to see the potential there, and I really want to know if these licks were helpful to highlight how you can add color, dynamic, and a more thoughtful process to your note choice. Thank you so much for watching, and today the amp that I'm using is actually a Line 6 Mini Spider. And my next video is going to be how to get good tone out of affordable, modest gear. If you're interested in that, please tune in for my next video. Thank you very much.